and welcome back to my YouTube channel here at Benidorm and beyond. I'm an English woman who's lived right here in this resort for well over 20 years now, and my aim is to give you a fresh and original take on all there is to see, do and enjoy in Benidorm, so please come along and join me on my daily adventures and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of my brand new content in the future. Today's vlog brings you more footage from this year's fabulous November fiestas, or las fiestas patronales de Benidorm as they are officially called in Spanish. Every day and night is now full of events and activities, from the religious and traditional to the fun and downright silly, and I hope to bring you a snapshot of what it's like to be here during this fabulous event through my filming throughout the week. Today's video takes you on a walk through the open-air street market that's currently set up on Calle del Emilio Ortuño in the Old Town, sitting just a couple of streets away from the town hall and its square and adjoining park, where many of the main events and concerts are taking place, and also just along from the hotels Royal and Benidorm Plaza, with the latter having recently been featured on Channel 5's TV programme Hotel Benidorm, Fun-Loving Brits in the Sun. We started today's walk, however, just outside the 4-star Hotel Agua Azul and its blue balconies which overlook its pool and gardens, and then continuing onwards to take a look at all the stalls and kiosks which run all the way along the street, including up to the bridge, or Chicken Bridge as it's often referred to, and then across it and further on to the end of the road, which brings you to the junction of Avenida Ruzafa and the Walking Street, otherwise known as the Paseo de la Carretera. As usual, the City Council have made this a pedestrianised area for the duration of the market, despite this being one of the busiest streets in the centre of town. Because as always in Spain, fiestas come first, and the convenience of the local residents and delivery men come a definite second. As you will see as I wander around, there are stalls selling roasted chestnuts, or castañas asadas, with some proudly boasting that their chestnuts are from the city of León, who are renowned for their chestnuts' quality and sweet taste, which are then prepared in the open air and roasted on the brazier right in front of you. As you would expect, food and drink feature heavily in the market, with jacket potato vans offering hot tatties fresh from the oven, which are always popular at this time of year, especially in the cooler evening times. And in Spain, these are not simply topped with a humble spoonful of tuna mayo or a sprinkling of cheese, but rather stacked high with a huge variety of toppings piled up on top of each other, including sweet corn, carrot, beetroot, olives and mayonnaise, as well as the usual savoury things already mentioned, such as tuna, cheese and ham. Dried candied fruits are also a popular buy and are in fact very traditional, as this street market, or podat, is a festive tradition of our region of the Valencian community and hails back to years gone by, where sweets, nuts and local produce went on sale in open-air markets by farmers to honour local saints' days, which is of course really what Benidorm's November fiestas are all about too, as well as to hope for good harvests and the fertility of the town's animals in the months ahead. Several stalls were selling costume jewellery and pretty scarves and shawls, along with warm fluffy socks for the winter season and the usual array of colourful bits and pieces for the kids. There was also a good selection of quality leather handbags, bracelets and hats to choose from, so ideal for a bit of early Christmas shopping as well as maybe a personal treat. The food stalls are of course the most popular, however, with one selling huge plastic buckets of stuffed olives in all manner of flavours and oils, along with crispy homemade pork crackling, known as torreznos, of which I was offered a free taste but politely declined as I value my teeth, as well as huge slabs of salted Icelandic cod piled high on top of each other and for sale at €17.90 per kilo. Hot crunchy churros, which are very similar to donuts but are instead long and ridged, were on sale as always, ready to be dipped liberally in sugar at the bottom of a paper bag or dunked into a cup of thick sweet Spanish hot chocolate for that extra calorie fix. Other delights included turrón or nugget, which is a speciality of this region, along with candy floss, dates and toffee apples, as the Spanish certainly have a sweet tooth. With temperatures here amazingly being back up in the mid-20s again here in Benidorm, and at nearly the middle of November, who would believe it? Fantastic! Whilst walking over the bridge, we will see the 4-star Superior Hotel Bristol to our right, who have a lovely cafe bar that anyone is welcome to use, and I particularly enjoy a coffee and traditional Spanish tostada con tomate here, whilst to our left you can see Calle Puente stretching away beneath us and leading into the centre of town, where you can find the leafy Plaza Triangular, full of greenery, lemon trees and cafes, with the huge Australian banyan tree as the amazing centrepiece to the mosaic tiled square. Carrying on over the bridge and beyond, we see the fabulous spit roast chicken restaurant of El Puente, who have been selling their delicious rotisserie chicken, jacket potatoes, chips, fresh salad and alioli here since 1968, and they really are one of the best in town, along with a local branch of the Granier Bakery, with their other outlets situated in the new town and in the very heart of the old town, along with an artisan sweet store, a Chinese shop and a nail salon, before we head into the second part of the market. Here we find more gifts and treasures for the kiddies, with bright dolls, fairies and fun animal hats whose ears move up and down on offer, as well as a large array of silver and gold jewellery and more warm scarves, gloves and even the odd bobble hat or two. Towards the end of the market we see some beautiful colourful handmade ethnic style jewellery displayed lovingly on various racks and stands, and then more toys and bits and bobs for the younger members of the family, along with yet more yummy roasted chestnuts and a helium balloon cellar with a whole host of bouncy cartoon character fall balloons to take your pick from. I'll now let you sit back and enjoy watching the rest of the footage, and if you haven't visited the November fiestas before and thought it was just a lot of boozing along the British side of town, then I hope this video has shown you that there's a lot more of interest to it than that. I hope you've enjoyed watching the footage with me today, and if you haven't visited the November fiestas before and thought it was just a lot of boozing along the British side of town, then I hope this video has shown you that there's a lot more of interest to it than that. I hope you've enjoyed listening and watching along to this informative sunny vlog about Benidorm's fabulous Porat or open air street market with me today, and if you have, please join me again in the future, as well as checking out some of my other videos full of info, news and detailed street and beachfront walks, as well as news bulletins and updates and reviews on local hotels, cafes, bars and new businesses. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out and about on Benidorm streets next time, maybe during fiestas, who knows. Bye for now, adios and catch you again soon. Cheers!